For 25 years, my passion has always been the PCW fans. We don't know our destination, but the journey is just getting started.
That's his last name. Title can't change hands on the disqualification.
The mentor, the coach, the man behind the madness, Anthony Markus. Doc, we can't lose.
You're dead. By hook or by crowbar, I will get to the top.
Rust is back! Oh, there he goes again! There's blood on Zack's shirt.
Belongs to me.
Oh, God! Oh, I don't even know if we're going to have a main event.
We've been working on this for 8 months. How? How do we finish Zack Reeb?
Madness is like gravity. All you need is a little push.
Face of greatness is standing right here in front of you. So listen closely, I'ma tell you what you're gonna. Just give it a limelight. Just give it a limelight. Face of greatness is standing right here in front of you. So listen closely, I'ma tell you what you're gonna. Just give it a limelight. Just give it a limelight. Just give it a limelight. Y'all ain't ready for none like us. PCW trouble to some of you stunting tough. When your best is not enough and everything's looking rough, you gotta push fast and fast, ain't no stopping when it built like us. So catch your buzz that goes along with those that shine bright. Through sweat and blood, I paved the road that glows in limelight. And rhyme tied and fight for whatever's necessary. Not temporary, we varied, invested very rarely. No time to be sedentary, everything else is secondary. Success and nothing less is what I expect till I'm dead and buried. Nearly clearing the ceiling when I face the crowd is cheering. Never weary or fearing as we chase our adversary. Face of greatness is standing right here in front of you. So listen closely, I'ma tell you what you're gonna. Just give it a limelight. Just give it a limelight. Face of greatness is standing right here in front of you. So listen closely, I'ma tell you what you're gonna. Just give it a limelight. Just give it a limelight.
And what a way to kick off the season finale! Then with
The Kaiju of California.
the Kaiju of California, the last spectacle in professional wrestling.
From the city of California, he is 6'10" and weighs in at a whopping 500 pounds. Bad News Blakeslee!
Still a monstrous sight. And God, you'll be happy to know because you didn't have to do it. But we actually got an interview with Bad News Blakeslee. Let's throw it back there now. Ladies and gentlemen, Buck James here, and tonight I have Bad News Blakeslee as my guest. Tonight,
Bad News, you take on Mr. PrimeTime, Zack Reeb. And I gotta ask, ever since Pandemonium, you've been a completely different person. And what's been going on?
You haven't been paying attention, Buck. I've been telling everybody. PrimeTime, you took away my moment in the sun. You took away my championship. He could have stopped it. He could have stopped everything. He could have saved himself from tonight. But it's okay. It's okay. Tonight, your world, your moment, your company, your life gets taken away from you.
What about this this mystery person in your ear? Can you shed any light on that, or?
I can beat Zack up time and time again. But tonight, I reach into his chest and I rip his very heart out of it.
Guys, back to you.
And Doc, that was probably one of the toughest assignments I've ever had. I mean, look, I'm still shaking.
Yeah, as you should be. Listen, I've been on the receiving end of Bad News Blakeslee's wrath, but I have it on pretty good authority that I'm good with the big man. He doesn't have a problem with me. I'm definitely not on his radar right now, but we know who is, and that is Zack PrimeTime Reeb. For the last 10 months, Bad News Blakeslee has been working with this Shadowy Kingpin infiltrating throughout Zack's organization. This person's a mystery, though. They did not come out with bad news here. So, again, their influences, it's like an invisible hand, a phantom menace, if you will.
And as far as we know, he's not out here. Just because he's not in the black robe doesn't mean he's not standing out there somewhere.
Well, granted, yeah, he could be any of these people in the crowd. He could be anyone backstage. We don't know, but what I do know is he is not physically with Bad News in Bad News' corner the way Anthony Markus is planning on being in Zack PrimeTime Reeb's corner tonight.
It's not Lady Haywood, is it?
Well, I'll tell you what, Lady Haywood definitely smart enough to pull this off, but she's got bigger fish to fry. Okay, and listen, we are here in California. Why are we showing all this Philadelphia crap? Who in this audience gives a crap about the Eagles or the Flyers? I sure as hell don't. 49ers for life, baby.
Winning the Stanley Cup, and they're out there to Bob, their goalie, Bernie Mira, and Nicholas Jake.
What we'll be calling on is good old-fashioned blunt force trauma.
It's into the air, left center field, back it goes! There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow!
Are they booing Philly or are they booing Bad News? I can't tell.
I imagine they're booing Bad News.
Zack, I really hope you have your will filled out and you left this company to me, because I don't like your chances of walking out of the Orville Convention Center alive tonight, wearing Philadelphia colors in California, and then going up against Bad News Blakeslee, who has injured you time and time again over the last 10 months.
Next question, Doc.
Okay, I guess the company's in jeopardy. Anyway, what do you think about this shadowy kingpin infiltrating your organization that has been backing Bad News Blakeslee? Do you have any idea of who this person might be?
Doc, I never have any idea of who anybody can be in this company. For a long time, I thought you were just throwing stuff into Limelight. We sat there and we talked about it. I don't know who the shadowy kingpin infiltrating throughout my organization is. You got any ideas?
Who cares? Yeah. Does it really matter?
That's pretty much, no.
In this business, your best
No.
friend is the one that's going to stab you in the back. We all know that.
That's the way this business has always worked.
It's been cutthroat. It's dog eat dog.
You know what, Doc?
We're the big dogs over here, Doc.
You know what,
Big
Doc?
dogs.
25 years. And did I tell you before what I got right here? I got the man behind the madness. I got the coach. I got the mentor. I got my best friend and my big brother. And with us, there's no shadowy kingpin that's gonna stop Zack PrimeTime Reeb. Because you,
I got your back.
you, and you. You know what time it is.
Well, Zack Reeb, you always know where you've stood with me. We're going to find out where this company stands, where you stand at the end of this match. Zack Reeb taking on Bad News Blakeslee. Let's take it back to ringside. Well, there you go. When Zack Reeb gets murdered tonight for this stupid stunt of taking on Bad News Blakeslee, he did not leave this company to me, so this company in total jeopardy after tonight if Bad News does what he wants to with PrimeTime. And I asked them what they thought about this shadowy kingpin infiltrating throughout Zack's organization, and Anthony Markus said, who cares?
I mean, at this point, you can't be worried about something you know nothing about. You have to focus on the task at hand. You got to focus on the Kaiju of California.
Well, listen, there are things we do know about this shadowy kingpin. He's obsessed with Zack Reeb. He wants Zack Reeb taken down at any cost, and that is why he has aligned himself with Bad News Blakeslee. And Dickie Dakin also on his radar. I gotta wonder what this shadowy kingpin has in store for Pro Championship Wrestling and for Zack Reeb.
Anthony Markus accompanying PrimeTime Zack Reeb out here too, hopefully to give his longtime and most successful student the extra boost he needs to defeat the Kaiju of California, Bad News Blakeslee.
Anthony Markus trained so many of the PCW originals: Zack PrimeTime Reeb, Rick Luxury, James Hayden, just to name the top three. Bradley Rutt also tutored under Anthony Markus.
Bad news. Over the last 9 months, you left nothing but a trail of destruction in your wake. Tonight, it all comes to a head right here in this ring. And I can guarantee you one thing. I guarantee you one thing. We're gonna kick your ass.
Anthony Markus firing up the crowd
statement from Anthony Markus towards Bad News Blakeslee.
Well, Anthony Markus has been very bold when it comes to Zack Reeb and Bad News Blakeslee. Anthony Markus even encouraging Zack at some points to take on Bad News.
And the bell sounds with referee Helder Pereira officiating this match. Both competitors slow to start this match.
I mean, I wouldn't be quick to lock up with Bad News Blakeslee. The man is 6'10" and 500 pounds.
500 pounds of mountain muscle. I don't even know how you'd start to dismantle something like that.
Well, the way you dismantle it is not within Zack Reeb's wheelhouse. You don't beat Bad News physically. You have to beat him mentally. Bad News, he can beat you any way he wants.
See how nervous Zack is?
Yeah, that's fear in his eyes.
Understandably. And a lockup to finally begin this match. You can see the strength of Bad News Blakeslee.
And you can see PrimeTime's muscles straining under the effort to just stay upright. And Bad News slowly backing him into the corner.
After all the injuries sustained.
Cracked tailbone, broken ribs, just to name two.
It is amazing that...
Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb. All he did was make Bad News mad.
He's just looking to piss off the main beast, hopefully to throw him off his game. And like you said, try to beat him mentally.
Bad News, both hands around Zack Reeb's throat, choking the life out of him.
And throws Mr. PrimeTime into the corner. And you can hear the thud against those turnbuckles. Oh, and that slap to the chest. The second slap to the chest.
And look, Bad News is not even phased. I mean, Zack Reeb unloaded everything on those shots.
Those chops didn't register at
all. Oh, God, those registered with Reeb.
The breath being drawn out and forced out of his lungs with that shot. And if there's any breath left in his body, the rest of it just got pushed out like a club to the back.
Zack Reeb is the definition of hubris. This man is so prideful. He will get into a ring with the closest thing to a giant we have ever seen.
Off the ropes, Zack Reeb goes, ducks a clothesline off, ducks another one, and tries a flying forearm, goes off the ropes again, tries a second one, rocks the big man out for a third time, tries for another forearm, ducks a clothesline, jumps on the man, uses that, and it looks like he's trying to choke him out.
Well, it looks like his arm is under the chin, but not around the throat. Helder Pereira checking it. Looks like a legal chin lock.
Keeping it legal. I know Zack wants to win, and he does not want to get disqualified, but getting squashed in that corner breaks the hold.
Bad News taking a minute to get air back into those prodigious lungs. He's got a lot of body to circulate oxygen through.
Charging into the corner, Bad News misses Zack Reeb.
Nobody home, but there's a splash from PrimeTime, and he's got him in a headlock.
Attempting a bulldog, gets pushed off. Big back body drop.
And I tell you, you get a back body drop from Bad News Blakeslee, you're going 8-9 feet up in the air, and then landing down on solid plywood with just a little bit of canvas and some padding on it.
And that padding, I can assure you, does not do much to cushion your fall.
And after these 10, 9 months, however long it's been, Is Zack Reeb 100%? How healed is he from those cracked ribs, from that cracked tailbone, from the internal bleeding from getting struck with a crowbar?
Just getting his ass kicked left and right for the past, like you said, 8, 9, 10 months, and just not quitting whatsoever. Blocking a punch of his own to Bad News, blocking Bad News again, trying to block the big man. And a third punch gets into the ring, but is met with a big knee by the big man. Pushes Zack Reeb off the ropes and is met with another knee.
I gotta say, Bad News Blakeslee is dissecting Zack Reeb in a way that I have not seen before. This is not the first time these two have faced each other in singles competition. The last time was at the River Valley Showdown. And Bad News Blakeslee back then was Zack Reeb's buddy. And even then, Zack Reeb had the fight of his life. This time, Bad News Blakeslee is out for blood.
Bad News Blakeslee using his weight to his advantage instead of just trying to steamroll him. He's using all of his leverage in a very smart way, using his gigantic knee to try to force air out in certain points of his body rather than just trying to splash him and just be a pile of
This is a strategy. Bad News Blakeslee has had this Shadowy Kingpin in his corner, in his ear, whatever you want to say, and now he's given Bad News the key. You take away Zack Reeb's cardio, he can't compete with Bad News.
No, if you take away the cardio, Zack has nothing other than 25 years plus of experience.
And that's what Bad News is doing. He's squeezing the literal life out of Zack Reeb. Zack is getting just very, very little oxygen. I'm sure that his blood ox level is plummeted 50, maybe even 60%.
Zack Reeb trying to fight out of this. He knows he's got to get out of it and do whatever he can to get away and get that blood oxygen level back up where it needs to be. But he's met with a gigantic elbow. Good God!
Like running face first into a brick wall.
Oh my God, that gave me a headache just looking at it.
Well, if Zack survives this, give him some Excedrin, because that's Excedrin headache number 666.
Bad News knows he has this match firmly in control. He knows he has Zack Reeb exactly where he wants him.
He's stalking Zack Reeb like a hunter stalks its prey. Big slam!
Oh.
I tell you, I have not seen Zack Reeb in these dire straits, and I could not tell you, maybe if ever. Zack Reeb, though, no stranger to big men, went to war with Bradley Rotten's former client, Paul Isadora. Big Paul, 7 feet tall, took PrimeTime to the limit back in the day at behest of Bradley Rotten, and now Bad News Blakeslee doing just the same, if not even better.
Oh, and another big scoop slam, but Zack Reeb not giving an inch. He's back up. Another slam. Zack Reeb, where is he getting all this strength?
Pure instinct, Buck James, pure instinct. This is the 25th anniversary of Extreme Measures of PCW. Zack Reeb's creation. He made this his senior year in high school. And frankly, wrestling has been the only thing Zack Reeb has ever been good at. And now, against Bad News Blakeslee, it's just not enough.
At this point, it looks like he's moving solely on muscle memory. He probably doesn't even know what he's doing at this point.
He's basically writhing in agony.
Flash, but he gets out of the way of Bad News Blakeslee.
And even so, Bad News is so big, he's still got a bit of that splash. It's like he headbutted Zack Reeb in the lower back. But Bad News now off his feet. Not a good thing over there with Zack Reeb's trainer, Anthony Markus. Gotta wonder what kind of trash Markus is talking to Bad News.
I cannot believe Zack Reeb is up to his feet. I can't believe he's back up to his feet, ready to fight. And he's throwing blows at Bad News Blakeslee. He's down on his knees, more at his level of Mr. PrimeTime.
And look, it's not doing anything to Bad News. He's just getting madder.
Bad News is back up, and he grabs him by the throat.
Oh, this is not good at all. Got Zack Reeb by the goozle, and now he is choking the life out of him. And Helder Pereira, I think he's realized that counting's not going to do any good except put him in danger of Bad News. Oh, Zack Reeb reverses.
A flying forearm once again, goes off the rope, ducks a bullseye off the rope, a second flying forearm, and brings Bad News Blakeslee down!
He dropped a giant one for sure, but he's not capitalizing on it. Zack Reeb has got to stay on Bad News. No matter the pain, no matter the lack of oxygen, he has to continue.
Zack Reeb needs to take advantage of this situation. He's up top!
He's taking entirely too long.
Moonsault!
Oh my God, he pulled it off.
He goes for the cover. 1, 2, count out. 2.9.
Lights flickered a bit. Must be having electrical problems here in the arena.
That must have knocked the wind out of Zack Reeb. He's having a tough time trying to get back up. Bad News having an even rougher time. There goes the lights again.
I don't know what happened to the lights.
Zack Reeb, it's not phasing him at all. They're still fighting in the ring.
Electrical problems must be a byproduct of the renovations just done here in the Orville Convention Center.
Wouldn't surprise me. Zack Reeb trying to whip Bad News Blakeslee, but there's still too much mass. Zack Reeb whipped out of the ring, skips the count.
Oh, but made himself a target for Bad News. Oh, and he just kicked Helder Pereira in the face and
runs right into him. Drops Zack Reeb. No.
Refs down. Anthony Markus trying to wake Helder Pereira off. He took a kick to the face and then collided craniums with Zack PrimeTime Reeb. Super kick!
Brings the kaiju down!
Out of nowhere! Zack going back up! This might be it! The confusion with the lights, with the referee, has given Zack Reeb the opportunity to finally slay the giant! Zack Reeb on that top rope, he's gonna fly!
Rock splash!
1, 2, 3, count to 1,000,000! Referee Helder Pereira is down! Oh, lights gone in, what's up there? That's Kimmy Shoop with Mike Shoop? What the hell is... the hell is going on? That's... Why is Mike Shoop and Kimmy on the Shadowy Kingpin screen? And I recognize that. I told you, Buck. I know who's been drinking my Kool-Aid. And there's the Shadowy Kingpin infiltrating throughout Zack's organization. Anthony Markus, formerly known as Schizo. And PrimeTime is in the ring. And he just brained him with that cane. Anthony Markus dragging Bad News onto the carcass of Zack Reeb. And calling referee Helder Pereira up. 1, 2, 3. Zack Reeb has paid the price for his lack of vision. And the man who made him pay the price was his own teacher. What does this mean for PCW now? Anthony Markus, really the bedrock that Zack built this company on, and Anthony Markus, Schizo, whatever you want to call him, his plans have come to fruition. And Bad News Blakeslee with a decisive victory over Zack PrimeTime Reeb. The months and months of planning, of plotting, I know your little heart's broken, Buck James, your hero. Zack Reeb has feet of clay. Like I said, Anthony Markus knows what I've been saying on commentary, and he knows that man better than anyone himself. Zack Reeb is a self-aggrandizing glory hound, putting himself in championship match after championship match after championship match just because he's the owner of this company, and I'm willing to bet Anthony Markus is just as sick of it as Bad News Blakeslee was, as I am, as Manny Roa is, and he finally did something about it. And I couldn't think of a better way to send off my friend Bradley Rotten into the afterlife than with a humiliated Zack Reeb. Bradley Rotten hated you, Zack. He couldn't wait to see you defeated. And Schizo, Anthony Markus, he took that ball and ran with it.
More like he took the ball and pissed on it, dog. Sick. Absolutely sick.
Bad News holding his hand up high, his head up high. These poor Orville plebeians, so heartbroken, like when their food stamp check is a week late. I gotta tell you, Buck James, this is the greatest night of my life. Extreme Measures 25. Oh my goodness, I couldn't think of a better way to cap off the season finale than with Zack Reeb taking the big L thanks to his teacher, the man he thought of as your father. This is a great celebration.
I gotta wonder what Rick Luxury and Richard Dakin think about this.
Right, well, Richard Dakin, he got led to victory with that Prospects Championship. Zack Reeb didn't take him there. Anthony Markus took him there. Rick Luxury just won the Inter-California Championship. Why? Because Anthony Markus took him there. Do you think they're really going to turn on the man who just handed them gold?
Only time will tell at the moment, Doc.
True, only time will tell, and we've got to go to a commercial break because that's what time it is, Zack Reeb. It's commercial time. We'll be back after this.
Give it up for the one and only Zack Reeb.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
PCW is coming to your area. May 4th, it's PCW at Feather Fiesta Days. May 11th, PCW Extreme Aftermath at the Orville Convention Center. May 25th, it's River Valley Showdown 2 at River Valley High School. June 1st, PCW Proof of Concept. July 13th, PCW Pandemonium at the Orville Convention Center. September 7th, PCW Blueprints at the Orville Convention Center. And October 5th, PCW Off the Chain at the Orville Convention Center. Log in to PCWNorCal.com to find out when PCW is coming to your area. RC and Dawn get their debut album, Slept On, featuring the hits Funk With Us and Ode Too Thick. Check them out on iTunes and Spotify. RC and Dawn.
Hey, go ahead, Infinite. J.E. the Wheel Man. I'm the producer, okay?
You ain't know? Don't trip, man, it's probably cause you're slow. I'm the post, I'm the real tip. Let me educate you real quick. I'm him, I'm him, I'm him, I'm him, I'm him, I'm him, yeah, partner, I'm him, 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 yeah, partner. They call me him, Hebo, I've been on the field preaching. I dust him down and how I keep the wheels screeching. Or him carry, it's scary, but I get the mask on, I turn into him. He hope you wake up with all your cash gone.
I'm the Kaiju of California, Bad News Blakeslee, and you're watching PCW Limelight. Like, subscribe, and share.